Hello everyone, this is Chef Anthony and welcome back to my kitchen here at the Eclectic Chef. Well, today we're going to make beef in beer with my mum's dumplings. And here's our initial mise en place. We have 20 ounces choice chuck, which I've liberally dredged in seasoned flour to try and help us thicken up the sauce. Mirepoix. Half a large red onion. I'd have used slightly less if I'd really thought about it. A decent sized carrot and some Chinese celery, chopped up very small. I'm going to use an immersion blender to really pulse this into the sauce after about 3/4 of an hour. Here's our, we're going to put a slice of kombu in for the glutamate, some thyme from my garden and some dried bay leaves. We're going to have a teaspoon of fish sauce. I'm not putting any salt in. And I'm using Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA because it has quite a lot of hops in it, and that's what I'm looking for. Comes from New Belgium Brewing Company. By the way, that's a very strong IPA, 9% alcohol. 45 minutes in the Instant Pot on high pressure will have boiled most of that off. I'm going to use just enough beer to cover all the ingredients. I don't want this to be too wet. Should say the seasoned flour had garlic powder and some freshly ground black pepper added generously. So that's the extent of the seasonings. We'll come back to this once we've got it all in the Instant Pot. This is what we're going to add with 20 minutes left. I had a dozen mushrooms. I really discussed with myself if I wanted to use those. And in the end, I've got to use them up, so I thought I would. And I've got 9 potatoes, which are already cooked, but they'll get really nice, soak up a bit of the juice and stuff. Now, behind that, we've got the Atora suet. This comes from England. It's what my mum used to use to make dumplings, and we're going to take a closer look at the packet. So here we are. You actually can buy this on Amazon. Now, I think it's shipped from England, by the way. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Here's the back of the packet. Looks just like it did when I was a boy, and that's a while ago. Here we go. 4 ounces of self-raising flour, 2 ounces of suet, a pinch of salt and some cold water. Then we steam it for 20 minutes. Look. I don't make dumplings very often, but when I do, I want them to be how they were when I used to get them from my mum. And this will turn out very well. I had another YouTuber from England, by the way, tell me that you couldn't get suet in America. Well, that ain't true, obviously, but just look up Atora suet on Amazon. They have a vegetable one. While we're talking about that, let's just talk about suet. This is beef fat mixed with a little flour and pelletized in a commercial process. Real suet, good luck finding it. You'll need a butcher that actually kills and butchers their own meat, because suet is a very hard white fat that encases kidneys in cows. You'll need to grate it with a box grater if you want to use that instead of Atora, and good luck to you finding any. If you know where to get it, please let me know. But I do want to tell you, folks, just in case you think I'm a bit abbreviated today, I am. My allergies have kicked in, tree pollen, and I really can't breathe very well. It does a real number on my chest. Suffered from this all my life. I'm not looking for sympathy. Life's good. But I'm just not my usual bouncy bunny, so we'll proceed in a minute. Hang on. So here's how the sauce looks after I've had the immersion blender in it for about 30 seconds. Reminds me actually of nothing else than pea soup, thick pea soup. Now understand I'm colourblind, so if it's the wrong colour for that, you don't need to put it in the comments. But so we're going to add the meat back, the potatoes and mushrooms, sit the dumplings on top and cook it for another 20 minutes. Okay, so here's our dumpling mix. 4 ounces of flour, 2 ounces of Atora suet. Please notice how pelletized the Atora suet is. We'll mix this into a stiff dough. By the way, I'm going to make 3 big dumplings out of this, not a bunch of small ones. So I'm looking for 3 servings, and that's what we're going to do. I'll show you when the dish is plated. Well, here it is, folks. Beef in beer, with potatoes and mushrooms, and my mom's dumplings. I'm going to have this to eat now. It smells delightful. The sauce is just how I wanted it to be. It's actually more like a soup than a sauce. Nice and thick. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I'll come back and just tell you what it tastes like when I've eaten it. Well, folks, I have to tell you, this absolutely exceeded my expectations. Delicious doesn't even come close. The mushrooms, I'm glad I put them in there now, were tender, still had bite, and really tasted of mushrooms, which, frankly, American store-bought mushrooms don't always. Thank you, Costco. The sauce had a hint of thyme in it, but just a hint. Wasn't overpowering. Potatoes were now really soft, beautiful, coated in the sauce. The meat and the dumplings and the sauce just went together perfectly. I'll put some really good notes in the description, and I strongly encourage you to try this. If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with your friends. And more to the point, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.